This will lead to the kitchen. No, not quite. Hallway. That leads to the kitchen. This gold metal bar is kind of important. Hint, hint. We're going to need to follow that. Cool, let's get that in. Hello, Mrs. C. I think I forget your name, but you are not that important. Cool. Let's let things on fire! Yay! Yes, the British fancy themselves lots of tea, so let's mix ourselves a pot of tea. No, it's just filled with water. Cool. Funny story in my life. Once I went to a restaurant and I ordered hot water. My grandma does this a lot. But all my friends were like, "What? Hot water? Do you have like a stash of tea bags in your purse?" I'm like, "No, I just want hot water." Because it was cold and raining and I just wanted water, but it was cold, so I wanted hot water. Yeah, made me feel old like my grandma. Okay, so here, flex a piece of passion. Do not... I'm pretty sure all of you guys' minds went in together. I know mine did, but that's not the case in this story. Cool. Hidden message. Knowing yourself, you may look upon your master, meet his imposing gaze, and seek to understand what lies beneath, thereby learning the question, if not final answer. Okay, that is not the end, but okay. Giving us false hope that that's the end. No, that's not the end of the puzzle. This is a portrait of... yeah, the guy, the doctor guy. Cool, a note. The question is the world from the peak of a man's tallest tower there. The answer yearns up to it from the roots of life and time itself. So deep and so confusingly cryptic. Cool. Yes, all these descriptions, lovely descriptions, are courtesy of premium members and beta who played it and submitted their descriptions. Unfortunately, mine did not make it on here. Cool, so there's going to be all these devices, things around the thing that's become important later, so I'm just going to set it right now so make my life easier later. So this one, on the attic, you have to set to a flying crow. So you got flying crow, standing crow. You need to set to the flying crow. And there's a machine mechanism, we'll know that later, but let's look through the window. This is the tallest point. And let's look upon this tree. This tree looks odd, it looks gold. It's cool. Oh, the statues are important later too. That kind of had to do with the mechanism, but I digress. We will cover that later. So let us go to the tree. And yes, you have to go to the attic and click at the tree before you go to the tree. You cannot skip this step. I tried that in beta, it doesn't work. You have to go. So let's go out the front door this time. And while we're at it, we're going to set this machine. Yes, there's another one of these. Okay, we're going to set it so you have an archway and a tower. You want to set it to archway. Cool. So let's go to the side. This is how we came in earlier. And water fountain. Yes, there's something in the roots. Let's go find it. Cool. It is a truth our ancestors knew and with stone silence came to unknown. Unknow. How can you unknow something? That's weird. So you can forget it. Okay, we're going to go through here. This is going to lead to the kitchen. Hello, Mrs. C. We're going to skip past you. You cannot open this door. Yet. More on that later. Cool, so it has a little key thingy with a feather, so if we kept on going right, that's a lovely fireplace. It's really dark in here. Oh, birds. I really hope it's not crows, because then I will really freak out. Nope, let's go through here. Okay. We are going to take this cloth because we are going to need it later. Or maybe, yeah, we don't need it now. We'll get it later. But we will need it eventually. Note that only by entering the gnashing gauze of criminal horror. Criminal horror. Okay. So I don't remember this. Now we have to go all the way back. Lots of back and forth scavenger hunting, but that is the nature of the game. Oh, sorry, note finder, I do not want to. We go back to the front, fast forward, blah blah. Lion statues! Ooh. Sorry, fast forward that. Knowing should that me about to unknow? Will you at last know truth? With a capital T. The truth. Okay, I'm going to pause right pretty soon because I have to go do something really quick. But oh, secret passageway. Oh, that's different. Yeah, it used to be like a giant red door with a red carpet around here. It looked really forbidding and formidable. We will go in here when I take a break. So I'm going to quit here and we will resume this. So, secret passageway. Cool. Room full of notes. Cool. Let us do that. Okay, so experiment 1885. Let us see. Let's have a look at this. Be careful, there's a small key inside the folder. That will be useful. Okay, so we are resumed. Sorry about that, but just to let you know, there's roommate in room at the same time and very noisy hallmates, so there might be some background noise, so please ignore that. So 1st of August, 1865. There's horror stuff. Not good stuff. Very dark stuff. Ooh. Blocked outs. Censored. Very, very bad stuff. Cool. In summary, very, very bad stuff. Log that Professor kept during one of his experiments almost 7 years ago. It is noteworthy that one of the entries has been redacted. But what is written here, that cannot be true. It must be some kind of hallucination. A sign of Professor's right illness, maybe. Perhaps, though we should not jump to conclusions. I conclude that the Professor had another working place underground. Perhaps that key opens a basement door. There could be a route through this underground tunnel. Meanwhile, I would keep looking through these documents. There must be something more than that folder among the mess. I certainly hope so. Probably not. Yes. Okay, so the thing that I thought at the beginning that was the ending at the beginning is probably Dr. Bright doing his experiment 7 years ago. Oh, this puzzle is important. Let's see, so you will read the story. Mr. Strachan was a well-positioned man. He immediately fell in love with a younger. So this is change portrait to guy. Is it daughter? Yes, girl. Mrs. Bartley, so that's a woman, so that's good. And Mr. Bartley, okay, so change that one. Ta-da! I have something. Cool. So it's another component of the puzzle, so we need to switch it to that one. So swirly or box swirly, so we need box swirly. Cool. Let's go to the basement! To the basement. Probably not the best place to go, but that seems like our only option at this point, that we must go to the basement. Cool. Basement key. I don't want to do this, but we have no choice. Matches! No, more magic! That's not good. But we're going to keep on going anyway, wandering aimlessly in the dark. Miraculously not hitting stuff. But I'm sure there's stuff in this basement. Keep on going. Ooh, that does not sound good. Ow, ow, ow. This looks familiar. Let's get this lantern. Yes, let there be light. Oh, yes, looks like the scene from the beginning. Probably is. Need this lever. Yes. Oh, no, get the lever. Yes, the lever. Sound machine-y thing, not related to the steam thing. Of the stove. Oh yes, and we need to change this mechanism as part of that lock thing I mentioned. Let's change this. So you have a closed door and an open door. We need the open door. Nice crack. Okay, so yeah. How we miraculously walked through that thing without crashing into any of these things, I do not know, but game logic surpasses me. Cool, let's go back to the light. Scary things. Cool. Yes, we must go to Kaufman. Oh, that's nice. We automatically go to Kaufman. Cool. There's a large hole in the floor. That's a hole mainly sort of tunnel, but it's clearly so we don't know. So blocking entrance to this underground area? Make some progress on my own. Manfred, I think, would help us elucidate the next step in our search. Have a look. What is it? Their meeting finally took place. Okay, this is new. This is not in the beta version. Assuming this is Alexandre Dupre talking. Huge agreement to fund this project, but first we know the details. I understand. The main factor, conditions, test subject. How open he is to suggestion. As you know, only the human mind can open a physical passage to the other side. Sorry, not reading. Very late, very tired, but I'm going to get through this. So a complete absolute darkness will be required for the experience to result. A secluded place, completely isolated. A place that only can bring thoughts of what may be hiding in the dark. I have a perfect location in mind. But in total darkness and seclusion, how could the result of the experiment be studied or confirmed? That is precisely where your organization can provide help. I have designed a special device that would allow me to listen from a safe distance, but I lack the means to manufacture it myself. That we can arrange. There is one last thing I would like to know. How would the experience be triggered? By means of a chemical compound of some kind? Do you mean a serum? Not at all. That would be of no elegance whatsoever. So, want to add flair now, don't we? Trigger is the mind itself, the emotion known as terror. The primal fear that still survives in the depths of our mind from the time humans were mere beasts. That which allows us to open a physical passage beyond the veil of rational thought. Primal terror is the key that we will use to open the last door. Could this organization be the playwright? It may be, Manfred. If so, then we are closer to the truth than we thought. But at this room I may be able to find only some fragments of information, discarded material. It looks as if the main bulk of documents were moved from this room and hidden somewhere else. The basement tunnel. That seems the most reasonable conclusion, but access to that place is lost, is it not? The entrance was sealed. There may be another access. Cool. Okay, I do know where this machine is.